Good day, I'm Leander Diliwanag from Grade 6, and today I will be discussing the Unit 6 Jose Rizal and Philippine Nationalism National Symbol. For today overview, our national symbols represent the ideas and represents our sovereignty as one nation. These symbols have been legislated in our laws. Here in this unit, it will give you an idea about Jose Rizal, a hero who symbolizes goodness that gave us freedom by using goodness and Philippine nationalism. So, at the end of the unit, I am able or we are able to examine the values highlighted by various. Number 1, representation of Jose Rizal as a national symbol, and 2, advocate for the values Rizal lives encapsulates. So now, let's proceed to our main topic today. The way our national hero Jose Rizal is celebrated in the Philippines as a national hero finds no match in the world. Shrine and monuments dedicated to his figure are abundant throughout the country, and his name often indicates the most popular street or plaza in town. Rizal is a subject in the university as he has become a symbol of Philippine patriotism. Today, we will be differentiate between symbol and national symbol. First is symbol. Merriam-Webster dictionary describes a symbol as an action, object, or event that expresses or represents a particular idea or quality. In a culture, some things are conventionally associated with meaning and become symbols, either officially or traditionally. A thing that represents or stands for something else, especially a material object representing something abstract. The letter or letters standing for a chemical element or a character in music notation. For this example, for symbol, helium stands for He, while hydrogen stands for H. That is the symbol. And for the music, that is symbol whole note and a half note. So let's proceed to the national symbol. National symbol, every country or state has its own national symbol to distinguish itself from others and to unite its people. It provokes some sense of nationalism. National symbols are patriotic symbols represent nations and countries. Sometimes symbols are used to cultural or ethnic groups that not have their own country yet. National symbols try to unite people or send a message by representing the national people, values, goals, or history. A national symbols are marks, sign, and object for which the country is known or recognized. Example of these natural symbols are the Constitution, map pledge, anthem, flag, coat of arms, currency, and passport. For the national symbols of the Philippines, National Commission for Culture and the Arts or NCAA stated that the national symbols represent the country's traditions and ideals and convey the principles of the Philippine sovereignty and national solidarity. So, what is the most important symbol of the Philippines? So we all know the flag is the country's most cherished symbol. It is the nation emblem for freedom. It symbolizes patriotism, love of country, and sense of nationhood, and embodies aspiration and sentiments of the Filipino people in their unceasing quest for independence. So let's proceed to official national symbols. Lupang Hinirang or National Hymn. Proclamation Number 1239, Declaration June 5, 1998. Next is Philippine National Flag, May 28, 1898. Next example is Philippine Eagle, the national bird. The Philippine Eagle was officially declared the national bird of the Philippines on July 4, 1995 by President Fidel V. Ramos under Proclamation Number 615 Series of 1995. Next is Philippine Pearl or National Gem. Proclamation number 905 in 1996, declaring the Philippines Pearl, otherwise known as the South Sea Fur, as the national gem. Sampaguita, the national flower, Proclamation number 652 in 1934. Nara, the national tree, June 18, 1954 by Republic Act number 1160. So the last example is the Arnis, the national game, declared by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo through Republic Act 9850 by the year of 2000. So let's proceed and let's focus about Rizal as a national symbol. Although Dr. Jose Rizal is widely recognized as a national hero, he not less or belongs to an official national symbol. However, it does not make him less or fitting symbol of the Philippines. Jose Rizal name and memory have long been representing and symbolizing our country. Even in the international arena, Rizal name elicit the name of the country. The monuments built by the people in the country where he had been his books, and the books about him. In foreign libraries, necessarily bear the name Philippines. Rizal has become a symbol of the Philippine struggle for independence, and he is known there as the national hero. December 30, the date of Rizal's execution in 1896, is celebrated as a national holiday in the Philippines. The Jose Rizal College was dedicated to his honor in Manila in 1919. The day of Rizal's presentation to the world and his execution are dutifully commemorated by all classes of our kin across the length and breadth of his country, as well as by Filipinos and their associates overseas. In every Filipino household, his name is a household term. Simultaneously, his likeness adorns the postal stamp or the Philippine coin. No other Filipino saint can compare to Rizal in terms of the number of towns, barrios, and avenues named after him, the number of educational institutions, social orders, and exchange name that bear his name, and the number of the Filipino named Rizal or Rizalina, because of their parents' appreciation for the incomparable. So, next is what is the meaning of the symbol as why it represents Jose Rizal. So here's my own answer. Rizal won hands down. His symbol, a pen, that is mightier than the sword. In choosing Rizal as a national hero, the Americans conceived a holistic approach, that of a political ideologue and a visionary leader. In our illusion, our symbol can really define the man's hidden qualities, his motivational force. It is the spirit that moves the pen and hand beholden. So thank you. So next reporter, please.
Whereas, the state is mandated to foster patriotism and nationalism among the citizens, especially the youth, pursuant to Article 2, Section 13 and 17 of the Constitution. Section 13, recognizing the critical role of youth in nation building, the state shall promote their physical, moral, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being. It will instill patriotism and nationalism in the youth and encourage their participation in public and civic affairs. The Section 17 state shall give priority to education, science and technology, arts, culture, and sports to foster patriotism and nationalism, accelerate social progress, and promote total human liberation and development. Whereas, the state, through its educational system, is also mandated to include patriotism and nationalism, and the appreciation of the role of the national heroes in the historical development of the country pursuant to Article 14, Section 3 of the Constitution. establish and maintain a system of free public elementary and secondary education. Elementary education is mandatory for all children of school age without limiting parents' natural right to rear their children. Whereas Almighty God has sovereign Filipino people with national heroes, the men and the women of eternity, character, and remarkable achievements that directed and continue to direct the historic destiny of the country. Whereas it is timely and appropriate to proclaim these national heroes, the renewed achievers of their generations and shining exemplars of these times. Now, therefore, I, Fidel B. Ramos, President of the Philippines, by virtue of the powers vested in one by law, do hereby order Section 1. A National Heroes Committee is hereby created, composed of the Secretary of Education, Culture, and Sports as Chairman and the Secretary of Foreign Affairs and the Secretary of National Defense as members to study and recommended the proclamation of national heroes. Section 1 explain, according to the Technical Committee of 1993, the national hero shall be those who have a concept of nation and aspire and struggle for the freedom of the nation. Those who define and contribute to a nation system or way life that promotes freedom and order. Heroes are the people who write the country's constitution and laws. Section 2. All department bureaus, officers, agencies, and instrumentalities of the government, including government-owned or controlled corporations, are hereby directed to extend the fullest support to the National Heroes Committee in the performance of its functions. Section 2 explain, any agency of the national government that is not integrated within the department framework and has been vested with special functions or jurisdiction by law, endowed with some if not all corporate powers, administering special funds, and enjoying operational autonomy, usually through a charter, is referred to as an instrumentality. Section 3. The private sector is hereby urged to assist the National Heroes Committee in the performance of its functions. Section 3 explain, the National Heroes Committee was tasked with researching, evaluating, and recommending Filipino national heroes in order to recognize their heroic character and outstanding contribution to the country. Section 4. The National Historical Commission shall act as Secretariat of the National Heroes Committee. Section 4 explain, the organization's mission is to promote Philippine history and cultural heritage through research, dissemination, conservation, site management, and heraldry works. Section 5. This executive order shall take effect immediately. Section 5 explain, once issues presidential executive orders remain in effect until they are cancelled, revoked, declared illegal, or expire on their terms. The President may revoke, modify, or make exemptions to any executive order at any time, regardless of whether the order was issued by the current administration.
After 2 years of lingering debates and deliberations, the National Heroes Committee recommended the following figures as national heroes: Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, Apolinario Mabini, Emilio Aguinaldo, Marcelo H. Del Pilar, Sultan Dibatuan Kudarat, Juan Luna, Melchora Aquino, and Gabriela Silang. Neither Pres. Fidel V. Ramos nor any individual from the organization followed up on the council's suggestion Choice and proclamation of national heroes and laws honoring Filipino historical figures. Expressed this was likely because this may trigger a surge of solicitation for announcements, and the decrees can trigger unpleasant discussions, including the valid debates about the saints. There is no law, official request, or announcements that has been formally sanctioned or given broadcasting Rizal or some other Filipino chronicled figures as a national legend. Consequently, laws sanctioned and announcements gave regarding a few names due to their significant jobs during the time spent country building and commitments to history. Even Rizal was not officially proclaimed as a national hero. Nevertheless, he was given an implicit recognition as his day of execution. December 30 has been made a national holiday. Aside from him, Andres Bonifacio's day of birth is November 30. November 30 has been declared as a national holiday too. And despite the absence of any official proclamation, these historical figures remain admired and revered for their role in Philippine history. Historians said that heroes should not be legislated, and their appreciation should be better left to academics. Rizal holds the status of being an all-around acclaimed Philippine national legend, somewhat a tribute to the continued worship of approval of the individuals as an affirmation of his commitment to the significant social.
Good day everyone, I am D. Fercy Rivera from BPED 4B, and for today I am going to discuss the National Heroes Day or the Year of the Filipino Heroes. So first we have Dr. Jose Rizal's Day. It was formalized through the decree of December 20, 1898. It was declared by Emilio Aguinaldo that December 30th of every year as the National Day of Mourning for Rizal and other victims of the Revolution. And Act of Number 137 organized the district of Morong into the province of Rizal. Next, we have Andres Bonifacio Day. So it was formalized through the Act Number 2946, enacted to make November 30 a legal holiday to commemorate the birth of Andres Bonifacio. And Act Number 2760 confirmed and ratified all the steps taken for national monuments, particularly for the erection of a statue of Andres Bonifacio. Next, we have Graciano Lopez Haina Day. So it was formalized through Republic Act Number 7090, declares December 18th of every year as a special working public holiday throughout the country, or the Graciano Lopez Haina Day. Next, we have Aurora Aragon Quezon. It was formalized through Republic Act Number 7285, declares February 19th of each year as a special non-working holiday in the province of Aurora to commemorate her birthday. Next, we have Julian Felipe Day. That was formalized through Republic Act 7805, declares January 28th of every year as a non-working special public holiday in the city of Cavite to be known as Julian Felipe Day. Next, we have President Manuel A. Rojas Day. So it was formalized through Act Number 9067, declares April 15th of every year as President Manuel A. Rojas Day, which shall be observed as a special working public holiday in the province of Capiz and city of Rojas. And lastly, we have Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr. Day. It was formalized through Act Number 9256, declares August 21 every year as Ninoy Aquino Day and a non-working holiday to commemorate his assassination. So that's all for our topic. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from our discussion.